Okay, hey guys, and welcome back. This is part 3 to what's in my electronics, I guess you can call it. This is, like I said, part 3. I'm going into more of the epic stories with superheroes, or I guess they're epic. Alright, starting off with another Nolan film, The Dark Knight, with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. These are, it's a really good movie. I like this one better than Inception, but not by much. I love the two films very much. If you know anything about the music, I love the music in this, and I love the music in Inception, two of my favorites. It's all Hans Zimmer. I actually just watched The Fighter with Christian Bale, and I didn't like Christian Bale pretty much at all, and I hated him as Batman. But I watched The Fighter, and he was absolutely brilliant in it, so I've got a whole new level of respect for him, even though I may not like him. He's a brilliant actor, and I have to admit that. And no matter how much I may not like him as Batman, you know, he plays a darn good Batman, because he played a darn good Dickie Ward in the movie The Fighter. Check out The Fighter if you haven't seen it. It's kind of sad, but it's a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. This is my least favorite of the superhero movies that I have, and it's The Hulk. And it's the original one, the first one made, with Eric Bana, I think. Yeah, Eric. And the music is by Danny Elfman, so, you know, he's another one of my favorites, I think, because sometimes this stuff sounds weird and freaky, but I like it all around. It's an average film. It's my least favorite superhero. I'd probably give it like a 60% out of 100. So don't really bother buying this one. It was given to me as a gift. Next up is Daredevil with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. And this is another okay film. It's also got Colin Farrell. I didn't buy this one. My mom actually did and gave it to me. So, you know, it's got good parts in it, bad parts. I think it's an interesting film, one of those that you probably want to see once. But, you know, away with that. Next up is Watchmen. Now, everybody seemed to love Watchmen, the film. You know, it had critics raving. It may have got awards, I'm not really sure. But to me, it was just average. It was extremely long and couldn't keep my attention the whole time. I mean, it's a good film, but I can't tell if I like it or not. I've only watched it once, and I would love to try to watch it again, but it's kind of hard to, especially when it's almost 3 hours. See, like, this person really loved it, gave it 4 stars, but, you know, this is another one you don't want to watch if you're a little kid. The blue guy's naked the whole time, and yeah. Alright, next up, now we're talking. Now we are talking. Alright, next up we have Iron Man 2. Now, I actually bought Iron Man for Christmas, but for some reason I can't find the original one. It's not in my closet. I never got to unwrap it. You know, it's supposed to be a surprise present from my mom, and yet I can't find it. But Iron Man 2 is really good. I saw it in theaters. I got the 2-disc special edition just because I love it so much. Favorite superhero ever, mainly because it's Robert Downey, but, you know, you can't really beat his Tony Stark. And we have Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, and of course it's Johnny Depp and Orlando Bloom. Geoffrey Rush, who is actually, I saw him in The King's Speech. He's actually a very, very good actor, and I didn't really notice that until I saw The King's Speech, but, you know, you can't not watch Pirates of the Caribbean. You have to at least see it once. I actually have the Dead Man's Chest as well, and that one's my favorite. Also, Hans Zimmer did the music in all of the Pirates of the Caribbean films, and it's some of my favorite soundtracks. And you can't, you know, you really can't beat the acting of Johnny Depp in this. As much as I love Geoffrey Rush and Orlando Bloom, Johnny Depp just really kind of stole the show. His character is just amazing. And I also love Barbossa, but, you know. And here comes one of my favorite films, probably my favorite Robert Downey Jr. film, Sherlock Holmes. It's also with Jude Law and Rachel McAdams and Mark Strong. Yeah. And there's not really much you can say about this except it's just a really good film. It's witty, edgy, and action-packed. I came up with those words myself. But Hans Zimmer did the music once again. It's full of action. I've always loved the character of Sherlock Holmes. Robert Downey just gives it a whole new feeling. Guy Ritchie, the director, just did a brilliant job on it. Part 2 comes out in December, so I can't wait for that. Alright, that's been the end of Part 3 with all my movies. I've probably got 2 more parts, and it's more drama and then my scary films. So, check out Part 4.